We, as Americans, simple people, we need to question this because of the fact that he thinks he's getting away with something. And we cannot let him get away with this. We must come together. We must join together as one to get him out of there. Because of this fact, he has done a lot of things, and I don't understand, as a simple person, from what I've seen, how he did not conclude asking Russia for Hillary's emails, private meetings with the Russians, his son's meeting with the Russians. All of a sudden, everyone is meeting with the Russians. And this does not seem to be in line with our governmental procedures, nor does it seem to be right. So we're going to continue to follow all of this as the days progress, because of the fact something is not right. And you know the old saying, if it looks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. The point is, he's a sex offender. And he has done a lot to bring this country down. He's turned the White House into a joke. And what we need to do is we need to get back to where we were. We need to put the White House and Washington back in a position of strength. We need to eliminate these trade wars because it's hurting all of our farmers and our steel workers. We need to get rid of these taxes because only the rich people are benefiting from them. He has done nothing. He has accomplished nothing that he said he would accomplish when he came into the office. But yet and still he's standing up there saying that he's done more than any other president that's been in the office before him. And I don't understand that. But we, between 60 and 70% of the American public need to join together. They need to have meetings over these things. Congress needs to get the report, and they need to decide, how is it that a gentleman that writes in favor of the report becomes Attorney General, and then the same gentleman makes the decision that Mueller's report says there's no collusion. The American public needs to see what's in that report. We need to know full transparency so that we can be assured and we can be satisfied with what's going on in our government, because right now we're not. And there are many people that are tremendously upset. White supremacy is running wild. Ku Klux Klan is trying to make a comeback. And that's all because of that ash clown in Washington. He will not stand up for what is right because he's behind and he's for all of these things. So when we come to you in our next broadcast, we're going to bring to you more information about what's going on. But we want you, the 60+% of the American public, to consider what we're saying. Because the ash clown has got to go. And there are a lot of new candidates coming up that would be much better in that position than him. Once again, this is R.J. Norman for Enough is Enough, because we have had enough. And you all have a good evening.